Robert Stenslin, I'd like you to meet your new associate, Mike Ross.
We're not paying him what we pay you.
Nor should you, but I assure you he's highly effective. I had him read your corporate lease last week. Ask him anything.
That's a 300-page document. Okay, what are the terms?
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Named Lassie was the parent company, Glendon Enterprises.
35,000 square feet at 19 West 57th, $80 a foot, expires in 6 months with an option to extend, exercisable in 30 days.
Who signed the lease?
You did.
What's my middle name?
The letter L.
What happens in the event the company no longer exists?
That wasn't in the lease.
How can you be sure?
Because the lease I read wasn't 300 pages, it was 364. And I could tell you what's on any one of those pages, but I can't tell you that.
You're not getting one of my ties.
Shoulder. Feel the pen. Donna? I tell you what, if you can convince her yourself, you have my blessing. She's gonna love me so much, you're gonna fight to get her back. I don't. I can have just
No.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Yes, I do. You know what? That just made me feel really cheap.
Don't listen. Don't cry. Please don't cry, Donna. Oh, shit.
I think I owe you one for that. That was fun. Louis, the ink on your face. You've got like a little bit right there.
Really?
No, I think you've got to give it like a good.
Okay, Tanya. Done? Thank you, Donna. You're true, friend.
I got your back. Hey, do you know when you used to do those rotator cuff exercises?
Oh, yeah. You can, of course. I've been doing for like 18 months. Are you asking?
No reason. However, I would like to introduce a motion to have Mr. Spector removed as attorney for Mr. Ross.
What? On what grounds?
On the grounds that they conspired to defraud the Bar Association, every client they ever had, and the people of the United States.
What's your proof?
This letter showing Mr. Ross is going to resign. They conspired to fabricate it.
We had a deal.
I don't care what we had. And I'm not in the habit of having an accomplice be the attorney on a case.
The only reason you want me off this case is so you can pressure Robert into making my client take your bullshit offer.
The reason I want you off this case is because you're an unindicted co-conspirator.
If he's an unindicted co-conspirator, then so are you.
Excuse me?
You violated my client's rights the night he was arrested, and we have it on tape.
That is a complete fabrication based on the word of a con man.
An alleged con man with a photographic memory, Your Honor.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because if I'm lying about a digital tape, then how do I know the serial number of the camera you used in your interrogation? RKZ 986532. Little piece of blue tape keeping the battery attached.
I'll withdraw my motion.
I'm stuck in the same car as you. At least you don't have to look at the back of your own stupid, fat, balding head.
What exactly is your reason for not having an address up there? Unless you're too afraid to answer my questions.
No, I'm not afraid of you at all. My reason is that I chose to live with my friend Trevor during that time.
The only problem with that is your friend Trevor has lived in Brooklyn his entire life.
Exactly a 3-hour and 20-minute drive from Harvard.
So you say you made that drive every day?
No, I only went up for tests because that's all I had to do. I guess you needed some extra tutoring, huh?
You expect these people to believe that you graduated from the most competitive law school in the world without ever going to class?
See, that's funny because you actually expect these people to believe that I never went to law school at all and yet still somehow managed to convince the smartest lawyers in the world to make me their youngest partner ever.
I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but he's kicking your ass.
Every time I need the high, throw that to the side.
Oh, by the way, my cousin was your year at Harvard, and I asked him if he knew you. That's so funny. He didn't.
Well, what's his name?
Mitch Sandberg.
Yeah, don't know him. It's a big school.
Not really.
We get 7,000 applications a year. You think you can just walk in and take a tour?
Oh, Mitchell! With the slicked back hair, graduated 7th in the class, sure, yeah. I remember him.
I know you say you love me, I know you think we different. I know you think you get a lot of money.
Look at this clown. Walks like he's got a rod up his ass. Nice haircut, guy. Man, if I ever look like that, shoot me.
Mike Ross.
We're not paying him what we pay you.
Nor should you, but I assure you he's highly effective.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I had him read your corporate lease last week. Ask him anything.
That's a 300-page document. Who signed the lease?
You did.
What's my middle name?
The letter L.
What happens in the event the company no longer exists?
That wasn't in the lease.
How can you be sure?
Because the lease I read wasn't 300 pages, it was 364. And I could tell you what's on any one of those pages, but I can't tell you that. That's how I can be sure.
Excellent.
I know you say you love me, I know you think we different. I know you think you get a lot of money, you ain't got no women. I know you say you got the finest cars, you ain't got no engine. You say you got this lifestyle, but lifestyle ain't with.
You going home?
Unless there's something pressing.
No, I was just gonna...
Hey, what happened here?
What are you talking about?
It's off.
Looks fine to me.
It isn't. Wait a second. Your eye for detail, one record askew, and I don't hear the end of it for a week.
You scratched my Miles Davis. It was me.
What were you thinking?
I was pissed.
You're so emotional.
I lost my cool.
You shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have hit Hardman.
You didn't.
I did.
When?
Right before Jessica's depot.
Closed fist?
Open palm.
Bitch slap.
Damn straight.
How'd it feel?
Good enough that I did it again.
What matters is I don't ever want to see Mike Ross in this office again.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Excuse me.
I'm not firing you.
Then I'll fire him.
No, you won't. You said you gave me the benefit of the doubt that I didn't know about Mike, otherwise you'd fire me too. Well, I knew.
You're trying to force my hand.
I'm trying to stay your hand. He goes, I go. I want to talk to you about my defense strategy.
This is your defense strategy. If this doesn't work, you're going to want to talk to a different lawyer.
Harvey, I don't care what Harold gives them on me. I'm not giving them you. This whole thing was my idea.
I gave the go-ahead. It's me, Woodall wants.
Well, he's not getting you.
Yes?
No, he is. I don't care what happens in that room. I'm not giving you up. Be a fool. Don't be an asshole.
Listen to me, goddammit. I'm giving you permission.
I don't give a shit what you're giving me.
I hired a fraud, and then we crossed the line with Clifford Danner, then with Lola Jensen, and then with these witnesses. And to top it all off, we suborned perjury with Edward Darby. If it comes to it, you point the finger at me. You got that?
Let's just hope it doesn't come to it.
My father was here. That woman went to him and offered a deal.
Yes. They want me to turn on Harvey.
They'll drop all the charges and you won't have to spend a minute in prison.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I would give you the message.
That you'd give me the message? Rachel, you know there's no way in hell I am ever going to turn on them, right? You know that.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you should have told them that I'm loyal to everyone in my life and I would rather go to jail than betray them.
I did tell him that.
So then why didn't you tell me that you told me?
Because that's not what you asked me.
Tell me right now that the idea never crossed your mind that I should take this deal.
What exactly do you want, Mr. Ross?
I want to make a deal.
You're finally ready to turn on Mr. Spector?
Nope. But I am ready to plead guilty and never practice law again.
$8 just fuck your main bitch. That's just how I feel. $8 might say fuck the niggas that you game with. That's just how I feel. She said we ain't going nowhere 'cause all I do is
Peanuts, gluten, strawberries. What is this? A shopping list?
It's just a list of foods that I'm allergic to. So when you select the menu, these foods are not to be on the menu.
Venue for what?
No one told you?
No one told me.
Oh, drats. Well, a long-standing Pearson Hardman tradition is the rookie dinner, which means you, the
Rookie.
that's right,
Yes.
are to host a dinner for your fellow associates.
I actually did some reading of the Pearson Hardman drug policy as well. Turns out that you have to wait 3 months before you can request another drug test. So it's a little detail you might have missed. So, drink up.
Hey, Ross. You left your search for the rookie dinner on your computer. Why don't you just save time and take us to Fridays? Ooh, somebody's mad.
Devin. Looking at my computer is a violation of exactly 7 hostile workplace environment statutes.
What are you gonna do, sue me?
No. I'm just gonna use it as legal cover if I decide to kick your ass. I have to admit, you don't suck. I wish I could say the same for you.
Time to pay the piper. Just so you know, I took the liberty of ordering some really expensive wines. But that's okay.
Sorry, sir, but the check's been paid for in full by a Harvey Specter.
There might have been some gluten in the ravioli.
X-rated, that's how we made it. You can have balance of patience, watch how you take it. Can't keep no bitches, it's too dangerous. A bit X-rated, took everything for the take.
Did you find what you're not looking for?
No, did you find what you're not looking for?
Nope. Oh my god, it is so stuffy in here. What are the symptoms of carbon dioxide poisoning?
Headaches, dizziness, mental confusion. Kevin, trust in a safe?
No, it's too mean. It's gotta be a woman.
Who is it? Harold, I need a stapler.
I was right.
Okay, there are files everywhere. He's gonna be suspicious. What do we do?
Don't worry, I got it.
What do you... Ow! Ow! Okay, what's going on?
Come in. Hi, Harold. Honey.
This is why I says do not enter. Having my way with the cheese. I'm in the deal with the thieves. I know that she ratchet. I could tell by the way that she wearing her weed. 21. Smoking on Zaza. This shit came out the garden with Adam and Eve. 21. Chopper go 5-5. Shoot up your power. I need trying to make y'all bleed. 21.
You know, in all the years that we worked together, you've been over to my place exactly twice. The god-awful dinner party and the other time. I have been gone 3 weeks and you've been here that many times. What?
I had a good time with that dinner party.
Oh my god, it was just like you to make a joke. And ignore the other time.
I brought you your bonus.
Really? You thought that would make it all better, handing me a check?
I didn't just come here to give you a check. I came here to get you back.
What, Cameron not working out? I heard that little shit redid my entire filing system.
Cameron's fine, but I need you.
Need? What about Jessica?
Already signed off.
How did you get her to do that?
Because I told her I can't be me without you.
No, you didn't.
Well, I thought it. She knows it.
Okay, I will come back on 2 conditions. One is, you replace that check with a bigger one.
And the other?
Pouring up our red cup of hands. Took up Paris, then she took up last skin team, she a shanty.
Why don't you tell me how the hell you got Harvey to hire you in the first place?
Fire up that laptop and I'll show you.
I find it hard to believe that in 2 days you found out enough to know you need an expedited trial, let alone care about these people at all.
Your Honor, 4 years ago, a mail carrier named Stanley Powell felt tightness in his chest. He thought it was nothing, but his wife insisted he go to the hospital. When he got there, doctors couldn't find anything wrong, but they wanted to keep him for 1 extra day. Kelton Insurance refused to pay, so Mr. Powell went home, crawled into bed, and 1 day later he was dead. In front of you, you have a complaint that's over 5,000 pages long, which tells the stories of another 189 victims. Pick a page at random, tell me the number, and I will tell you exactly what their client did to them.
Page 627, Mr.
Lawrence Green, 63-year-old grandfather, admitted to St. Vincent with complaints of lower back pain and excessive weight loss. We thought it was stress. Turns out it was lymphoma, only they didn't find out until it was too late because their client refused to pay for the MRI. So please, rule against us if you have to, but don't tell me we don't care.
Gotta throw a party for my day ones. They ain't in the studio, but they'll lay some. Rest in peace to Drama King. We was straight stunned. Y'all don't like the way I talk. Niggas say something.
Before I ask you my question, I want to make sure you understand what the penalty for perjury is. You also know that 20 of your executives pulled their kids from Treetop Elementary School within the first 6 months of the plant opening?
Objection, relevance?
The relevance is that they knew what they were doing.
You have no proof of that.
No, but I do have proof that your client increased the insurance policy on that plant to $15 million.
That's not true.
Which part isn't true? The insurance policy? Because I have that right here.
Objection, badgering.
Overruled. Mr. Evans, I am asking you, under oath, why is one plant insured for so much more than all the others?
I'm not in charge of our insurance policy.
Your name's on the policy, isn't that right? I remind you, Mr. Evans, you're under oath.
I'd like a moment with my client.
And I'd like him to answer the goddamn question.
The witness will answer the question.
Why so much insurance?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to admit that you knew the plant was toxic and you covered it up.
All right, we knew. We took precautions, but they didn't work. And the plant was already open. So we offered to make things right. What else do you want?
What I want is for those kids to have never gotten sick in the first place. That's not going to happen now, thanks to you.
Wow. Looks like our baby boy is all grown up.
Hey, tell me, sweetheart, you guys validate parking?
Oh yeah, sure thing. I've got it right here.
And how many hours is that good for?
What's it matter? We're just going to charge it back to you anyway.
You know my secretary is like so much younger and fitter and funnier than you.
Start running.
Did he say fitter?